People are tired right now, and I get it. This is the total crypto market cap chart, excluding Bitcoin. This is altcoins. The breakout hasn't happened. You get a sense of this yellow fractal from last cycle. Everybody wanting that. And I want to start this video. By the way, this video, there's going to be some real talk. Just things I've been wanting to say that I've not said. And I want to say it humbly, and I want to say it with love. And these are just things I feel like I need to say, though. And I want to show you a post I saw from Rob over at Digital Asset News. I think people are just tired. Right on. That is exactly what's going on right now. And he posted his YouTube studio, negative 39 subscribers. Sentiment, engagement on social media is the worst I've ever seen as a YouTuber myself. And I'm talking about, if we go back to this chart, which, by the way, we're going to do some analysis on this altcoin chart. I want to do some Ethereum analysis, Cardano analysis. But looking at the chart itself, we're right here, okay? I've not seen, even in the 2018 bear market, capitulation. I was there doing videos. COVID, I was there doing videos. Previous bear market lows, I was there doing videos. I've never seen the sentiment, the comments that I'm getting. I've never seen it ever. And I want to speak to that kind of as I'm doing analysis in this video and just kind of speaking openly. And what I want to do is I just want to read a piece of a post I did on X earlier. I just need to get this out there, even on YouTube, maybe especially on YouTube. If you've already decided to stay in this game, I encourage you to not just stay in the game, but change your mindset. Remaining in a constant state of desperation and negativity is not only unhealthy, but it's going to cloud your judgment for when it matters most. And I want to let you know, I'm not trying to sit here like above any of you. You can ask my wife. She knows crypto's not doing well, because I'm not around like prancing around the house saying just how great crypto is right now, okay? I'm with you in the same boat. But I will say one thing that I know from experience. Remaining in a constant state of desperation and negativity, it is absolutely, probably unhealthy is a good word, but it's the most useless thing that you could possibly be doing. You are harming yourself. You're doing nothing good for yourself. And I mentioned it in this post, you're going to cloud your judgment for when you need your judgment. That's what you're going to do. I realize that things are frustrating, and I'm not trying to speak down to anybody. I'm there with you. I get it. But I'll tell you one thing. When I go revisit and look at the data, I snap out of anything very quickly. Who are we to sit? Who is anybody to sit here on this chart? This is a crypto chart. This is excluding Bitcoin. Who's anybody to say that we should be in some other place? Who's anybody to complain that we should be up here instead of here, right? And let me illustrate this for you a different way. And this, for me, is as clear as day. The reason why there's such negative sentiment is simply because if we take the fractal from last cycle, right? And if I simply, that breakout that happened right here, if you remember, November, Bitcoin broke the bull market doors, December cruising, here altcoins start exploding. We take that fractal and we just put it right here. Remember this November breakout? Everybody, including myself, did not get what they wanted. And so right now, from that moment, and we started falling and now we're consolidating, everybody is crying. And you see it in the comments. Go read the comments on this video. Go enjoy yourself. And I know many of you do. You enjoy yourselves. You come to my videos to read the comments. You tell me that. But this is why. How entitled to think that it was going to be this easy. And if you thought it was going to be this easy and you're complaining that it wasn't and it hasn't happened, I don't think crypto is right for you. I really don't, unless you can sit back and reevaluate for a second and actually look at reality. There are so many unknowns. One thing I've been trying to do on this YouTube channel is just visit the data, right? And one thing we've been tracking in relation to data is quantitative tightening, the Fed balance sheet. This going to start slowly unwinding and maybe going into this expansion phase. Money printers coming on. Interest rates will eventually start falling. The economy will start booming. These things I think are very much in play after just kind of withstanding years of the quantitative tightening. These are very bullish data points. And here we are on the total crypto market cap chart. And a lot of people are just giving up or just negative. because we didn't get this move. And instead we've gotten this move. And can I point something out to you right now? I've been doing these videos almost every day. I get comments all the time. You're always wrong. I was doing videos here. We tracked the entire bear market. Where was I wrong in doing that? Where was I wrong in tracking all of this? And right now, sitting at a $1.13 trillion market cap, where have I been wrong about anything? And I don't like sitting here defending myself ever, being like, I was right, let me prove it, blah, blah, blah. But I do have to say this because it really has been astounding, the amount, and it's almost, again, I said this a little bit ago, but almost like bots in my comments. It has to be bots. Otherwise, a lot of people are being very unrealistic. But just look at this cycle. Look at all of the videos that I can think of that I did back here, right? And put aside my videos. Just look at this move from a technical perspective, bottoming out at 430 billion or so, right? And then putting in a higher low, and then another higher low. And then right now we put in another higher low in a record-breaking high fear environment. And here we go, we bounced out of that and we're consolidating it sideways. What is bad about this chart? Somebody please, in the comments, realistically, data-backed, explain to me how this chart is so bearish. Please explain to me how there is not incredible opportunity in the crypto space right now as we see this is in your face. BlackRock bought $36.7 million in Ethereum yesterday. They keep buying, everybody. 11.1 million total, or ETF inflows, 11.1 million yesterday. BlackRock bought 36.7 million, not dollars, but Ethereum. Do you see this? Look at the inflows, especially on the left, BlackRock. While the total crypto market cap chart, excluding Bitcoin, looks like this. I'm sorry. I've been trying to just every possible angle show you how I think crypto is bullish. I don't see what. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? Maybe I will be wrong and it goes to zero. I always say that. It just falls and fails. But everybody, what am I missing? Go to total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin on the monthly. And it just gets more bullish, by the way. As we get closer to quantitative tightening coming to an end, I know we have short-term tensions right now globally. But what if those come to an end? And we look at this chart, we've fallen into oversold on this altcoin chart. This is the first time this has happened since the bottom of the bear market, previous bear market. And the second time it's happened since the last bottom of the last bear market. And we're putting in a higher low on the altcoin charts. This compression is explosive. And again, there's no guarantee. But right now, as altcoins are getting in line for ETF approvals, and Bitcoin, if we go look at the Bitcoin risk model, is just doing something it's absolutely never has done. If you zoom out on our risk model here, look at the consolidation and the healthy resets. Even if Bitcoin were to dip more, right? And even altcoins, they continue to dip. The risk on Bitcoin, as it's hovering above $100,000, is only 53. Bitcoin has come nowhere close to topping out. And if you want to look at altcoin market cap, that's a whole nother story. There's been absolutely no bullish move into any type of high risk on altcoins. Look at this. Absolute compression. So that's some data. And there's a ton of data worked into these risk models, by the way, but we've not had a bull market. So going back to this chart on the monthly, it's just continuing to reset. And maybe we fall below $1 trillion market cap again. I'm still going to be here doing content and being bullish on the space and being bullish on crypto. And I really encourage you. I know it's easy to get wrapped up in frustrations. You want to see your portfolio just take off. You want to get that crazy big win. But whoever said that this was going to be easy? And if somebody ever did tell you that this was going to be easy and happen overnight or on your timeline, then just go in the opposite direction, because that doesn't make any sense. This consolidation, what we've seen in crypto markets, is healthy. And right now, all I know is while I'm getting all of these comments and I see the sentiment, we have BlackRock just going crazy scooping up Ethereum. And we have institutions applying for ETFs for other altcoins. That's all I know. That's all I know. And I'd rather pay attention to that data than focus too much on social media sentiment. So that's total crypto market cap. That's altcoins. This is what's going on. And then here we are. Here's the Ethereum chart. I'm not going to harp too much on it because it literally is sideways now for like a month and a half at resistance. I wanted to make a note of it though, because Ethereum, we just saw what BlackRock is doing. And I want to continually bring this up in videos because I know there's some new people that watch my videos here and there, but during all of this, we've been getting Ethereum accumulation. Look at this. In this right-hand column, the total amount of inflows. So we just saw $11.1 million yesterday. So you see it in green, 21.4 million the day before. There's outflows of 2.1, but look at all the inflows, 112, 240, 125, 52, 25. This is Ethereum. That is happening while Ethereum does this technical move of revisit to the triangle. And again, especially with short-term global events, this could fall to the downside. We'd be looking for a higher low. That does not mean it's game over. But we could also make a break to the apex. This would be a macro multi-year move, a bullish confirmation that I've been waiting months for, if not even longer. So going over to ADA, it's the same exact thing, especially with ADA. It's so interesting that I was, covering ADA all back here, and it's the same for all these altcoins. I realize some altcoins are up more than others, but from previous bear market lows, ADA is up in the midst of all of this chaos across the globe and everything that's been going on. ADA is up almost 200% from the lows. What's the problem with that? Is it just because we didn't get this move? Is that it? Because I can't figure it out. Because it all started here. It really all started right there. Is it a lot of people bought right here, the swing high, this very big resistance area, and it's just the months of consolidation? I'm not sure. But I just want to try and put together kind of my analysis along with my encouragement to all of you. If you're going to stay in this, if you're going to stay in crypto and you've made it like a point to even continue accumulating, maybe, I don't know what your position is, but if you're going to stay in crypto, this is a conscious decision and what kind of attitude you're going to have. This is how it is in life. Don't choose to just be miserable about it. You're not going to make the best decisions. You're not going to make the best of the situation. And if we're looking at the chart, I'm telling you, in my view, there's a ton of opportunity here. So there's a lot to be optimistic about. And those are just my thoughts. I just wanted to take a little bit of a different approach. I wanted to get that off my chest a little bit. I don't want it to appear like I'm like talking down to anybody. I know my optimism sometimes gets at people. And, I don't want to sit here and be like, I'm just totally, crypto is just awesome. It's been killing it. Because I get the frustration that's there. I really do. And besides the charts, everybody, I want to make a very big note of this. The thing that drives me, I could be so frustrated with crypto in the beginning of the day, the end of the day. The thing that drives me and gives me the smile on my face, the joy in my heart is God. I mean, he's given me breath. He gives me breath every day. I can come here, hop on, record a video. I have a beautiful family he's blessed me with. And I have Jesus Christ who saved me from myself, the sinner that I am. Deserves nothing. And he died for me to give me eternal life and a relationship with God the Father. That's what drives me to my core. That's what ultimately makes it so that I can come on here, even when I'm frustrated with y'all, and be optimistic. That's what it is. So please know that. But I will say this too. In terms of the data, as it relates to crypto markets, it does not look that bad. Look at the total crypto market cap. It's higher lows. We've been trending up. Let's continue to track that. Let's see what happens next. And I just really encourage all of you, take a deep breath and just try and chill. I get it. I really do. But try and chill. So those are my thoughts today, June 18th, 2025. Let's see how this all plays out. But this is kind of where I'm coming from. If you are out there, you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love your support as we kind of grind through this time. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. I will see you all in the next video. God bless.